revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jahan, ready? Check, 47. What's the run?
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Room here to run. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took
rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cousins to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. Cut back to the left. And finally brought down at the 43. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's going to be caught. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 22, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. That artificial surface, you see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. They run again on 1st down. Cook takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Topper. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls in looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Now Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down carry for Barkley. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back, now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ben Gideon gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And it's caught. 16 yards, a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And some space here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And he makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. 30 to the 33-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
30 base. 61. Match box. Light.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on second down, Cousins, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On first and 10, Cousins. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cousins now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On third down, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's make these babies cry.
Jones now on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot. You got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw, Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jones throwing on 1st down. Looking for Shepard deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. 1st down. Here's Cousins.
And a key number on that play.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. Cook on the toss left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Giants, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.